Did you ever get the feeling that something really, really creepy was about to happen? That something just really strange and ominous was just around the corner? Hi. That's right, it's almost Valentine's Day. And I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and sit down and create a look. Cupid is aiming his razor-sharp arrows at our hearts or our pocketbooks, depending on how you look at it. But I thought it'd be fun to hang out and just like have a little fun and share some Valentine's Day stories and do that thing. So if that sounds cool, stick around because I'm about to get into it. But before I do, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe because it really does help me out a lot and it is always greatly appreciated. With that being said, let's get into today's video. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I thought that it would be cool to just create like a nice fresh, you know, kind of romantic look today. I don't know, just something more like skin focused with a little liner. I've got this brown liner that I bought from Sephora. Actually, it's right here. And maybe do like a little wing and a little lash, like a little half lash, and just hang out and spend some time with you guys, you know? I was thinking that would be kind of fun. I'm not the super Valentine's Day hyped up individual. I think it's kind of commercialized, you know, it's just a way for restaurants to upsell for their special Valentine's Day menu. It's a way for Hallmark to sell some cards. It's a way for flowers to get sold. It's a way for, you know, marketing to go ahead and hit us in the pocketbook and get us to spend money on things we don't necessarily need. It's a lot like, to me, like New Year's. I feel like you can make changes any time of the year. You can do something positive for yourself. And Valentine's Day, you could be romantic or go out on a date, meet someone new, spend some time with your significant other any time of the year. You don't really need a holiday for it. And the story of Valentine's Day is St. Valentine is actually kind of sad. So yeah, just not a big Valentine's Day girl. But I do want to create a look. I'm going to use my little Sephora spongy thing again. Yes, I've been using it. I like it. I don't know, what can I say? It doesn't look the best on camera. It's like, ooh, that's kind of nasty, but I'm still gonna, it's gonna be fun. So, like I said, I want to do something like fresh and cute with my Fenty Eavesdrops. Let's point that the right way so you guys can see. Not sponsored, I just, you know, I like using this. This is perfect for my skin tone and it just gives me that like nice, healthy kind of glow. I'm into it, totally into it. So that's what's happening. Got my hair up. I did buy some new little extensions. I'm wearing them today. I don't know how I feel about them. They're, no, I do. They're overpriced for what they are. I think the bundles are a little small. It matches, you know, and it adds fullness, but I think I didn't pick the right length. So it's just like exactly my hair length. It's not going to give me any length to my hair, and it's not really doing what I hoped that it would do. I don't know. I feel like I should have paid more attention in my shopping moment, but you know, I was excited and I wanted to check it out, and I bought it off of Amazon, and here we are. I'm wearing them today, and it looks like my hair is a little bit fuller, but at the same time, not as full as it should be. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our foundation. And yeah, Valentine's Day, it's coming, kids. It's right around the frickin' corner, and I'm curious to know, are you excited about it? Do you do the Valentine's Day thing? Is it your jam, or are you like me, just kind of like, it's like any other day, you know, take it or leave it, and you don't really need a holiday to do something romantic and or fun. I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm certainly not. I think that Valentine's Day can be nice. I have friends that really enjoy it. They like, you know, doing fun things on Valentine's Day, planning it out, and just really going all out for the holiday, and there is nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I can remember as a kid, funny little throwback story, I can remember when I was a kid and we're handing out those Valentine's Day cards. You remember, if you're like close to my age, those cute little Be Mine deal cards, and I didn't get a whole lot of them. That's not why I don't like Valentine's Day, but I remember I didn't get a whole lot of those in return. I handed a lot of them out, and I wasn't like the Valentine's Day choice, and I'm allergic to chocolate, so all I could ever have were those little like choc flavored like Be Mine hearts, which that in and of itself is very depressing. Again, that's not what makes me not care too much for the holiday, but those are just things that I think of when I think back on Valentine's Day as a kid. It's just those cards, and it's in no way a negative. It's more of like, it's a nostalgia. It was fun though. As I've gotten older, it's just become more and more, oh, I don't know, unnecessary. When I was single, I had more exciting thoughts about Valentine's Day because, you know, you're looking for that special someone, and it can become more magnified. And maybe this is what made me kind of jaded to it, is that it in some ways can magnify the being singleness. And for some people, not everybody, it can make you feel a little down. And it's just not, it's not necessary. And I know that because it had happened to me. I would get a little blue because I hadn't found my someone. And I know I've told this story to anyone who's new to my channel. I'm going to tell it again today. There were a couple of restaurants I used to frequent, especially when I got on my low carb diet or whatever, and I lost 30 pounds that I recently gained back when I quit smoking. So fun for me. And I love these places. I would go there all the time. And both of them turned me away because they were having a specific Valentine's Day menu, and unless I was there with someone else and buying their whole menu, I couldn't purchase my usual stuff from them, which left me feeling very despondent and crushed, and just furthered my my sadness on Valentine's Day. It's just terrible, but that did happen, and I was really bummed. And it took me a minute before I would go back to those restaurants again, because I just felt, I guess I felt kind of like embarrassed, and it just kind of sucked because I was a regular, and I thought, I don't know why, I was also young, and you know, the restaurant business, they're there to make money. It had nothing to do with it being anything personal, but back then I took it personal, and it took me a while before I went back to those restaurants again, because I felt very slighted by them, because here I am single and I'm not allowed to eat there on Valentine's Day because I don't have a +1, and I was like, well, that freaking sucks. But yeah, you know, there's also been Valentine's dates that I'd gone on that were horribly unsuccessful. One in particular, and this is not like any kind of a flex, because it's just not, I was very young, and I worked at a restaurant that was frequented by, you know, entertainers, actors, musicians, that sort of thing. Many years ago, Fred Durst asked me out on a date for Valentine's Day, which is kind of funny to look back on now, especially now that I have my true love in my life. And just looking back on Valentine's Day in general, I just have a whole different perspective on it. But I was very excited to go out on said date, and we met up at a restaurant, and it was nice. I mean, we didn't have any kind of love connection whatsoever. It was just that one time we'd hung out, and after that, he would come in the restaurant. He was very polite, and hey, how you doing, that kind of thing. There was just nothing going on between the two of us at all. And he talked about his son, and I could tell that he really adored his son and wanted to do his best to be a good dad. At least back then. I mean, I haven't followed his career. I have no idea what he's up to these days and what he's been up to for the past several years. But that was a Valentine's Day moment that I had. I felt like every time I would go on a Valentine's Day date, I would feel incredibly hopeful. Like, is this the one? Is this the moment it's going to happen? Is this my someone? And yeah, I definitely had those romantic notions. And I feel like when you're younger and things don't work out, it's just like, it's just so much more magnified. You know how you get kind of just bummed out about it, and as you get older like me, you just become more jaded and you just don't care. So yeah, I don't know, I think I am grateful that I have Pat in my life. I love him tremendously, and it's amazing. But again, if we didn't do anything for Valentine's Day, I would not mind one bit. It would be a-okay, because we have each other and it's all good. So I'm stoked on that. And I have a lot of friends also who are single and don't really mind if they do anything for Valentine's Day or not super like stressed about it. So I don't know. I guess it's for the individual. So I'm curious, are you a Valentine's Day stan, or do you just not care one way or the other? You know, I would love to hear your thoughts on that, or if you have any interesting Valentine's Day stories, because, you know, some crazy things happen on Valentine's Day. I think I did a video a little while back where I was doing like, what was it, terrible Valentine's Day stories or something like that. People write into Reddit some crazy things that I think that weird things have happened to me in my life where I'm like, this is shocking that I'm sharing with you, but it really pales in comparison to some things that people have gone through on holidays, or just, you know, in life in general, when it comes to some wild stories about how dates have gone horribly awry, or, you know, relationships, things like that. It's like, wow, you know, it's crazy. People put out there some of the most intense moments, some rough stuff. God bless them. I can remember one time many years ago being broken up via text. I thought that was kind of crappy. Someone that I really liked, actually, and I was just crushed. And for a while there, I was very anti-text, because so spurned by this person. Again, I was very young, you know, and still hadn't lived a lot of life, and just wanted so much to be loved. And yeah, that's why things kind of happen like that. But I feel like as the years have gone by, I've really come a long way. And I have a whole different perspective on love and what it really means. And it's so far from like the Valentine's Day whirlwind romance, or, you know, whatever you might see in a movie or Hallmark television or that kind of thing. But skin is coming together. It is looking like fresh and pretty. That's just what I wanted. But yeah, this year so far, as I know, we don't have any plans for Valentine's Day. And like I said, totally cool with that. Pat works so much and I work so much, so even if we spend a nice evening like at home watching a movie or something like that, it'd be great for me. Let's see. Let's move on to a little bit of eyeshadow. And I want to go into my Busy Art palette today, and I just want to do just some of the lighter shades just to brighten the eyes a bit and just add a little life to my freaking eyelids, because they need a little help. But yeah, I like a good stay-at-home movie time moment, and I don't mind going out either. It just gets crazy around this time of year, you know, now that everything's back in full swing. It's, you know, everything gets so crowded, everything gets so expensive. I almost feel like it would be better just to like make a nice meal at home and hang out, in my humble opinion. Because, I don't know, do I really want to go all out for a holiday that I just kind of feel lukewarm about? Not really. I'm going to add, let's see, let's deepen it up just a little bit. I thought about doing like a full like pinky kind of look for this, but I think that like doing a wing and the lashes and that kind of deal, that's really what's going to tie it all together. And some really nice blush. I'll probably use the Rare Beauty blush today, and just I don't know, just do that like soft kind of like almost youthful, well, as youthful as I can be, I guess, I don't know, kind of deal. I think that would be very pretty. And I love the glam holiday looks as well. I mean, they're wonderful, but sometimes I just want to go for that soft, like almost natural, like I wish this hair was. Kind of like, look at this one sticking out here. Is that like the fake hair, or is that my hair? That's my actual hair. Never mind. Okay, we're good. So let's get the Rare Beauty and let's blush up my face a little bit, because I think that's as far as I'm going to go with shadow. I know it doesn't look like much, but once I do the liner and the lashes, it's all going to come together. You'll see, or at least I hope. So let's do a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there. I'm trying to do a little less, because every time I go in with this Rare Beauty, it is so pigmented that it like it just gets a little too much. So I wanted to start off gently and then build it up if I feel like I need to build it up. I think that's the best way to go with this. And I like using a sponge for those times when I do get a little hand with it. That way it won't it won't be all like on my face. I can just absorb some of it with the sponge, so it can also help it be a bit more forgiving. I love this product. I use it all the time, but I do go overboard very easily with it. So that's what I've learned since I've been using this on a pretty regular basis. I just now realized that my light has been off the entire time. What a freaking bummer. I love that light. It's like one of my favorite things to have in my background, because it's so mesmerizing and fun, and I forgot to turn it on, so it sounds like me. We're just going to continue on here. Light's on now, and I feel really happy about that. Yeah, dude. I was just so excited to sit down and create, you know how it is. I always get happy when I get to hang out with you guys and have a moment and not be completely pressed for time and unable to do anything except go to work and, you know, like everybody else. We all know what that's like. So I'm going to do a little setting under my eye here, and then we're going to hop into a new fun product that I want to share with you guys. A new fun product that is, again, not sponsored. We already know I'm not sponsored. I don't know why I have to say that. So much drama going on lately, aside from Valentine's Day. So much craziness. I'm not even going to get into it, but can't get away from it. It's like every other time I turn on YouTube, it's like every other channel, rather, has got this story going on. And it's just a lot. It's all happening. So this, segueing into this, I like this. I've already used it. I didn't talk about it in my last video, but I do have a little freckle on my lip here, and I like to darken it just for fun. So I got this to darken the little freckle because it's so cute. And yeah, yeah, I've already used it a couple times, and I'm going to use it today. It'll be fun. So I've got my little, because I can't see anything, got my little magnifying mirror that I'm going to put on Miss Piggy, and I'm going to darken it. At first it comes out red, and then it turns to a really pretty natural like brown color, like a reddish brown. It's very, very pretty, and I don't know, I love it. I've been using it quite a bit lately. I do wish this was a darker little freckle, but I don't know. Hang on. It's gonna like tone down in 1 sec. I also like to do this one right up here. I just think it looks cute. I'm gonna work on my wing and my lashes and all that stuff because I need to focus. So I'm gonna just do that off camera. Then I'm gonna hop back on and yeah, then I'll be back and we'll continue on with the fun time as a plane flies overhead. Because why not? This is the finished look. So I decided to hop off camera and zhuzh the rest of it up with liner and all that stuff because these wings took forever. I don't even want to tell you how long and how many times I had to start over again. 3, but who's counting? And I still don't really like how they turned out too much. They're a little bat wingy, little out there for what I was like wanting for the look. It's cute, and I think the lashes and the rest of the liner like tie it all together, and it's leaning toward what I wanted, but it's not exactly what I wanted. And the stamps that I got from iMethod Beauty, I use them all the time. I love them. It's a great guide for doing the wing moment. And you know, every now and again when we're trying to do a wing, you guys know it doesn't always turn out the way you want it to. So it can be a struggle, and those stamps can be very helpful. And I didn't use it today. I used the thing I got from Sephora. I love this liner. It's very, very nice. I do like a brown liner from time to time. I love my black liner. I use it constantly, but every now and again I do want to use a nice brown liner, especially for the more subdued, more like no makeup days, the more like leaning more natural makeup look kind of deal. Brown is a great liner to use, so I'm glad that I got it. Yeah, regardless of how the wing turned out, you know, whatever, I'm so glad that I got it. I like it. I think it's cute. The lashes, like I said, it all looks good. The lippy, I used my JD Glow lip gloss, which is incredible, and this itself is just it is very like romantic and soft and pretty, so I'm excited that I use that today. I think it looks really nice and just kind of adds and enhances the already, you know, look, and it's just kind of fun. So yeah, this is the finished look, and I was thinking, you know what might be fun, maybe since my makeup's all on and all that stuff, I had this idea that I might want to go ahead and head over to Goodwill and see if they've got any really fun, cool wedding dresses to try on, just for the heck of it. I actually got my wedding dress from a consignment shop. My sister got it for me for like 80-something bucks, and it's beautiful. I love my wedding dress. So yeah, I thought I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there'll be a video up and coming of me trying on wedding dresses. Who's to say? It just might happen. So let me know what you think in the comments. Any Valentine stories you might have, whether you like the holiday or you don't really care for the holiday. I just love talking to you guys in the comments. So let's go ahead and chat it up. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye!